Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? So, it's Wednesday. Morning mentality, man. Morning. Morning cars and football. So, what a day yesterday, right? Oh my god. So, kind of crazy. I'm kind of happy I ended up not placing a trade that morning because the afternoon was like pretty good action. And guess what? I actually got to pay out on my funded futures account, and I requested a payout. So just posted a video on the withdrawal process if you guys want to look at that after the stream. Pretty crazy day. I did like try long during lunch, and then I got stopped out. And then watching action, I flipped short. Ended up being a pretty big day for me. So, pretty just crazy. Let me just see. What's up? What's up? What's up? Right now we're in an inside day because yesterday was such a huge day. Makes sense that London creeped back up. But it went for last week's low, and isn't it crazy that reaction towards that? I didn't grab the longs, I had the shorts. Let me see. Let me just put on top right monitor. Cool. So I can show y'all. So, the same account I've been showing pretty much. I got to 7,200 on that because yesterday I took that short. Had a pretty, like, my biggest day in a long time. Honestly, it was good. So then I withdrew about like 2,500. So pretty good that they already updated how much equity I have. And I put out like a video. It's a pretty simple withdrawal process. So pretty happy. I said like my goal wasn't like money. It was to keep this account for 30 trading days. So far, 28 calendar days, but I think like 16 trading days. So pretty happy with that. You can see here payouts pending payment, which means they're sending it over to Rise. I think right now it's on the way to my bank account actually. So pretty cool. Definitely just focusing like the win, making sure that the win is not gonna like cause me to be like overconfident or euphoric or something, because the market's gonna just humble me right away, honestly. So I'm actually like gonna size down, but pretty happy. Zhao USD, good morning. Red for Valentine's Day. Yeah! Like, little sweater. In the spirit, I guess. What can I do? Who watched a Super Bowl on Sunday? I didn't talk about that yesterday, but that was crazy. I watched that. That was crazy. I was actually rooting for the Chiefs, and because I'm a Swiftie, that's basically why. And we won. Taylor Swift won her first Super Bowl, right? Just joking around. But where Swifties are simply not used to losing. That was crazy. They won in like the last second, essentially, the last 10 seconds. Okay. So we came back all the way up to like yesterday's afternoon. Let me check out the chat for a minute. Like, let's do a little poll. We're inside of yesterday's range, pretty much, the middle. What do you think is going to happen? This is a 15-minute. Did I have Valentine? You can check my Instagram. I answered that on my little stories yesterday. Pizza. NQ. Terrible. What? Someone's yelling. Down. How do I put a VWAP indicator on TradingView? Um, you literally just have to just click the indicator button and then look up VWAP, volume weighted profile. Tanya, there's an account, yeah, on Instagram impersonating you. Yeah, there's like a billion of them. What can I do, really? On Instagram, I don't think there's really not like any good process for removing that. And on Twitter, it takes like, it's really a hassle. It takes forever too. So just like, please don't get scammed. I'd never ask anyone for money. I literally just live stream for free, so it doesn't make sense for me to ask you for money or Bitcoin, or I don't manage anyone's money. Okay? I don't have any Telegram. I don't have any Discord. I don't have any courses. I don't have any mentorships. Right? So just here live streaming. So still figuring stuff out. And don't get scammed, you know? Check out, I have on Twitter, I have a verification badge. You know, if you're not sure, you need to like go to my like YouTube, and I have all my links in the description, right? Those are the real Tanyas. And when in doubt, just don't respond. Okay. So DXY is pretty much still bullish, hanging around here. Let me see. Right. Literally, yesterday was a nice move up. Never like even came back into this huge impulse from CPI. We're still holding above. So, okay. I mean, bullish on the daily. There's not really much else to say. Still bullish structure for DXY. ES, it's like a previous weekly high. Like 2 weeks ago's high. Cool. It hit last week's low. Again, like that was a very crazy reaction. That's where I took off my position for NQ. Crazy that move up. So crazy. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Don't need this. Yeah, so that open. I mean, we're pretty much in the middle of the range. We're above, like for ES. We're in the CPI fair value gap. It never retraced to it yesterday, really. So very interesting. We hit last week's low. I mean, the weekly low, which is a large target. Now it retraced back into the range. So that was like external to internal. And yeah, I mean, I've noticed that a lot of times the external to internal moves happen much quicker. You see, like than the internal to external. So something to think about. Right? Like this whole move took like 2 hours maybe. And this move back took 30 minutes. Pretty interesting. Let's go back to NQ. Go back to the CE of the RTH gap from yesterday. Interesting. I mean, I don't have any kind of bias right now, honestly, so I have to just wait and see what the market does. Maybe it does like some sort of 15-minute sweep and 2022 model. I don't know. Let's see what the poll says. A lot of the times, right? Like yesterday's short setup was very similar to the one from Monday. It was pretty much the same kind of setup that I talked about, right? I literally did get. By the way, I don't claim to be the greatest, number one, whatever. You know, I feel like I like to be an example of like you can be very average and you can still be profitable and make money. Like I literally got stopped out of this. I tried, or maybe even this one. when I tried to long this, right? Because I thought this was like a little inducement, like I talked about, I would try it into a 6-1. It was like a OTE of this leg. And then I saw that reaction as I got stopped out, and it made fair value gaps when it broke this low. And then I waited for the reaction here, got rejected, created an order block, change in state of delivery, and I was shorting in here, essentially. Yeah, I was basically just shorting in here. And then, boom, huge move lower. But that's, and that was a very similar entry to the other day. Anyway. So London, this just like shot up, essentially. There was no like Judas swing in London. It's just expansion. I'm not a fan of that, right? I'm not a fan of when London expands. So either you're going to have New York continuation, which maybe, or you're going to have consolidation. I think is probably more likely because yesterday was such a large range. Yesterday was a large range. And you have 100-point move up. So like I said, I'm like gonna just wait. I think the best approach, I saw someone say this, the best approach is to come to the market with the intent of not taking a trade. And then so the trade that you do take is like one that it's like, oh, you feel like you have to take that trade, right? Because it's obvious and it is your model, and etc. So today's Wednesday. No news. FOMC member bar speaks at 4 p.m. Nothing. Crude oil at 10:30. Yeah, exactly. It's not about being great. It's being on the right side of practice. That's what I'm saying, though. What I wanted to say is, like, literally, my win rate is literally 50%. Like, you do not need anything. You don't need to be better than that. Like, people like to, like, win rate, you need to tie your win rate with your risk return ratio. And, like, I typically go for 2R. And for 2R, you just need a 33% win rate to be profitable, right? And to be break even, right? So if you lose 2 trades, -1R, -1R, and then the next trade you make +2R, now you're break even, right? And you won 1 out of 3 trades. So you just need to refine it so above that, of 33%, and then you have an edge, right? And my a lot of times I don't even get out for 2R because I take a partial, get out for like 1.5R, but that still works out. Just by the nature of keeping your losses smaller. But anyway, 9:30, it's just pumping up. It's like we can mark out data highs from CPI. Wonder if it will get there. I don't think they need this line anymore. Don't need this line anymore. Need this one anymore. It is just funny though. As like a streamer, like if you have like a couple, by the way, if you have a 50% win rate, the chances are of you getting like 6 losses in a row are 100% in like the next 1,000 trades. So you literally, that's like where the mindset comes in. It's like you literally can't get phased by that. Okay, so I took out these highs from pre-market. It's just about sticking to it, not like doubting yourself, honestly. Which is hard, you know. That's why most people are not cut out for it, because then they'll switch a strategy, right? If you get 6 losses in a row, what does that mean to you? To me, that doesn't really mean anything. So Okay. I don't think I need this either. So I hit this 15-minute high. I don't really think, I don't know. I'm not really, I'm just gonna go short for that, but this is our gap up from yesterday's close. We also have yesterday's gap. So you're kind of between different PD arrays. It's kind of hard. More likely lower, I would say, is more likely because of DXY just holding up very strongly. But, you know, what does that really mean? Of course, YM is right now the weakest. Let me see. As always, US 30. Let me see. A high here is 30, 38484. Okay, so US 30 or the Dow or YM, whatever you want to say, it did not take this out. It's paused right before it and now it's leaking lower. Just something to keep in mind. It's possible. Very early SMT. There is no one like me, like me. Very cool. MNQ is what I want to do. London lows first, someone say. London lows, all the way down here. Right? Lows into a fair value gap. Yeah, possible, for sure. Remember that there's no news as well. I do think lower, because that was just very. Now that we're breaking this with fair value gap, it's possible for an entry here. It's possible it runs without me as always. At 9:30, it's very tricky. See ES. What is typically weaker one? ES. ES is up 0.4%. NQ is up 0.5% from yesterday. Shall see. I think it's a possible short here. If it comes back into here. Might not. Alright, I'm gonna try that. 802 is my stop. Oh, it's different at MNQ 805. Okay. And then 731 is this London low. It tapped really right into it. I was looking to go like sell ass, but it took like 1 second to do that. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. 6 MNQ. I'm risking only like 275 on this because honestly, like the trading on stream has been a little bit difficult, right? So let's see if it goes for these London lows into this fair value gap. Tapped straight into this. So my entry was like 28, 78. Still a 2R there. It's cool. Pretty quick entry there. I don't know. ES is going lower faster. The entry there was at 937. I would like this to get here pretty quick, you know. I don't want to really hang around too much. $18. Alright, it's pretty good so far. Pretty good. Pretty fast action right there. Now, you know, definitely break even. When you break even, definitely take just like a partial. Okay, took off half. Rest that break even. So let's see if we just dive to London lows now. Maybe immediate rebalance with this low. Maybe it taps the low of this candle and then just immediately dies off there. Phew. Honestly, pretty good way to start out. Pretty nice. So I locked in. Okay. Locked in like 20 something points, so I still want these lows. Okay, let's see if it rejects here. Pretty decent wick there, rejection. Decent. What's this look like? Maybe like a little breaker. So, anyway. The rest is break even. Pretty quick trade there. 1, 2, 3 minutes. 3-minute trade. So, we'll see. You also have the RTH gap all the way down here, but I'm just gonna go for London low. Might even get break even, who knows. There's no like fair value gap with this breaker, so it's likely gonna come back for me now at so good thing partials pay. Well, you have a 3-minute breaker and fair value gap right here. NQ is doing NQ things. being very wild. So I like playing like the first 15 minutes. It's not my favorite. It's pretty erratic. But good thing I took that partial. It was a quick decision. Because if I didn't, then I'd be a little bit more annoyed. So I took off half around like right here. So not bad. And show my executions there. Right? Not bad. See if I get stopped out there or not. Hands off the mouse now, honestly. DXY is not really going lower. DXY is going lower, so it's not helping the shorts out right now. But it's fine. Okay, stopped at break even on that one. All right, not bad for government work, right? Not the worst. I mean, whatever. If I get stopped and then it goes lower, it's fine. But I'm just gonna wait now until like silver bullet time. So it's not really the easiest. Because like the reason why I took the partial is because it did take this low here into this fair value gap. So whatever. Okay. If it leaves without me, that's okay. It'll just be a lesson. But honestly, I really don't really trade the how would I say? How would you say the first like 15 minutes I don't really trade, so I'm like okay with leaving that there, you know, getting stopped at break even is fine. Because a lot of times it's like, oh, okay, was it this the Judas or is this one the Judas, you know? And DXY is going lower, so pretty fine. I locked in 150 bucks. Not bad. Not the worst, but not bad. So right, just 3 micros. Hey, 3 micros at 26 points. Sure. It's fine. Okay, let's now just wait until 10. Not bad. You had to be quick, so. Oh, it's just the little 2022 model, but yeah, partials pay. Yeah, profit is good. You took the same trade, 100 bucks. Yeah. Honestly, whatever. It's fine. Like I said, I'm like taking a little easier, although that was not really what would I say, like I did take a trade like literally in the first like 7 minutes, right? But I mean like easier in terms of like just position sizing because I definitely feel a little euphoria from taking my little payout and a little bit of greed, right? So you can see what I'm trading right here on the bottom. It says it on the watermark on the bottom of the screen, and it says the how would you say the time frame right there. So it says 1 minute now. 15-minute now there. Okay, so kind of like a seek and destroy profile, not really the best, right? Because we took the buy side, and we did have a displacement, and we took some sell side, but no follow through. So yeah, high resistance liquidity run conditions, which is why I took the partials when I did. Alright, we had a large day yesterday, so and a 100-point move up during London, so that's why I anticipated it to be a little bit more difficult today. Yeah, let me see the 4-hour real quick. Right. No, especially with like no real bias, you know. We have RTH gap on the upside and the downside. Now this 4-hour candle is literally like a doji. We have 11 minutes left in it, so it probably is going to end up like a doji, you know, until like 10. That makes things a little difficult, right? It shows like the market's indecisive, right? So let me see. Let me see something. Okay, so the 4-hour was like a little reversal, the first distribution, the second to last week's low. Now we are retracing into like a bearish 4-hour gap, 4-hour fair value gap, but you know, we're retraced back into the range. When you do like internal to external, a lot slower, a lot more consolidation. I need to think for a moment. So we have RTH gap on the upside, gap on the upside and the downside, and we have a doji in the middle now. So like, which will it be, you guys? 50-50 was this morning's little poll. I'll say I think I managed that pretty well. So let me put in bearish or bullish for the morning. I think I'm gonna have to stick with the king. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to influence the poll. Hit the like button. 2,000 people, only 200 likes. What I want to say, I haven't done a giveaway in a while. We'll do a giveaway probably next week. We're in the middle of, we took out this high. The 5-minute looks interesting. Oh, the RTH. Right? Kind of is like a 5-minute. I don't know why that's not showing up on the lower time frame for me. Okay, 5-minute there. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the bearish bias for sure. Oops, there it goes. Came back up. Little IOFED entry. The high is this. Yeah. Came back up to it. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, it's not that clean. Like, I honestly wanted to just run towards it very quickly. The 5-minute was pretty good though. However, yeah, this is your breaker here. I reached back, dug back really high back up into there. I think I would have probably gotten stopped. No, my stop was like up here, like 02. Yeah. But anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm just watching until 10. Looked one small win. You know, watching to see what happens because, you know, we did have a large day yesterday. I'm not really thinking it's going to be clean action. XY is now picking back up a little bit. Right, so the 4-hour, what's it going to end as? What's the 1-hour look like? Okay. 1 hour took out that high, lower. It'd be nice if it inverts this like little fair value gap here. Close below this for the hourly would be nice. What's the high here? 756.5. See in 7 minutes what happens. Okay, the 4 hours looking a little better now. Okay, so most people are bearish. cool. Some water. No, I'm gonna have some coffee. Pretty interesting. 6 more minutes until how would you say, 10 a.m. Let's see. Please first consolidate until 10 and then enter the fair value gap. I beg. Which one? This one? Shouldn't really if it's any good. Well, kinda can, it can. Why isn't it like showing on? It's showing on the 5-minute, but not on the 1-minute. Hello? I have my visibility correct. Whatever. Be like that. Wick did the damage there. Yeah, it looks like the 953 here. You can have like ES kind of hanging around still. Kind of interesting. We have 5 more minutes until, how would you say? It could come back to the CE of this, you know? It's literally annoying to me. Like, what? Anyone know why this rectangle isn't showing up? Still let me use the freaking cam box. That's the 5-minute fair value gap. It can go back to the midpoint of it, maybe by 10. But like you can't put your stop here. You can run this. But you would have to, if you wanted to re-enter the same idea, you'd have to put your stop like be safe like this, 801. So pretty much like the story has been okay, pretty large range actually for that 15-minute. Yeah, nothing to write home about right now for this price action. It's not really that clean. I prefer it when not that clean. Pretty mixed morning so far. Microsoft is flat on the day. Apple's just negative 0.33. Nvidia is up 1.5%. No surprise there. Meta is up 1.8%. Google's up 0.4%. So you have now, let's see what YM is doing. YM is having some continuation. Let's see if it gets rejected in this area. Like, you could technically draw this one out, but kind of like, really break a low. Really, like, I wouldn't really care so much about this one, even as an inversion, because this didn't even take out any sell side, right? So that's why I don't really highlight it. I do think like it can come back to, we'll see what happens to this 5-minute fair value gap I marked out. Come back to here. See on the 3-minute. Yeah, it's very ugly on the 3. It's very ugly. I would prefer it to like reject and then give me some sort of like fair value gap entry on the downside. Like, I'm not just gonna short here. It doesn't make sense. It could easily continue up because NQ does that, right? You would have to, okay, you short this and then put your stop there. It's like 22 point stop. It's alright. I'll wait for the reactions. Could also just swing up higher. It's like a seek and destroy type of thing, right? We have a higher high, lower low. So far not a higher, but like this could definitely take that out. Seek and destroy profile. It's like seek and destroy is like when it takes out a little bit. Yeah, there it is. It's taking that out. Takes out buy side, then takes out sell side, and takes out buy side again, kind of. I'm gonna like mark out the CE of this wick. I don't know. But glad I didn't really re-enter. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Not really great action. I'll mark out when ES decides to take a high day again. It's very close to it. Alright, so I caught this very small, like, 2022 model at the open. And very happy with my management done over there. My trade management. I'll put the markers down. I like to take them off because they end up clogging the feed. Shorted this, took partials, stopped at break even. I mean, not many like things happening this morning. Right now it's 10. Don't have any news either. This is the CE. Did it take out this? Yeah, it probably will take this out right here. And meanwhile, YM is just holding lower towards its lower end of the range today. You see the 15, what's the, is it the same as the 5-minute CE? Yeah. See if it taps this and then fails. I don't know. I'm also watching ES, like, in case it ends up being cleaner. Because ES sort of made, like, these, like, little lows here that if it breaks them, it might be cleaner. Like, these lows look kind of clean if they were to break it with a fair value gap. Looks decent-ish. Like, we'll see what ends up happening. I'm just gonna wait. Got time, got patience. Buy side, sell side, buy side, sell side. This is like intermediate buy side, like whatever. I would have liked it better if it comes up here and rejects. You know, like maybe it stops here, up here, and then rejects. We'll see. XY is going a little lower on the 15. Just reading price action. Pretty happy with that like partial I took because sometimes you really have to be quick. Like you literally get like 10 seconds to take that partial. Alright, pretty nice. It's getting bouncing here. Maybe it goes for this high again here. I don't know what's going on right now. Like literally, like trading view is center. Right, here we go. Middle right. No. Top. Like what? Like trading view is like punking me because like why isn't this text coming up? Why isn't my fair value gaps coming up? Being punked. They're watching my stream and they want to punk me. This is a trap. It's a trap. I said it should get bought up here and then maybe it takes the CE out. We're in the daily fair value gap, someone says. Yeah, this is where someone mentioned this yesterday and it legit, in the morning, it legit did reject here. So, kind of interesting. But you also have like a volume imbalance here. Jeez. Oh, daily VIP, that's what that is. Like, let's be real, though. Do you think today price is going to come all the way back up here on the daily? Like, this is going to be such a green candle here. DXY is holding up. I don't think so. I don't think we're getting up here. Data highs? Plausible. Possible, plausible, whatever people say. Like, we can look at the 4 hour again for a moment. Right, and you have the daily fair value gap. We're above it right now. So on the 4 hour, we legit had a doji. Not very helpful, very much indecision. Right? Now it's creeping back up towards it. Okay, so got bought up here. Nice. Like I had thought. See if it ends up getting rejected before hitting this high. I honestly don't believe that it should hit this high if it's like bearish, so. Because we already took out the buy side, so. We'll see what ends up happening. It would be nice to get like some sort of rejection. You're having like ES not take this out. So maybe ES provides a better short opportunity. We'll have to see. La da dee da dee. Alright, it is rejecting right now. Four 9/9s. For the brave people, you could just short that if you want. I mean, I'm not financial advice by any means. I'm just saying, like, some people, they like to, so you can just short profiles, they like to just go in here short. A little turtle soup or whatever. You know, now you have like your little inverted or valley gap, you have your little order block. Here we go, ES is dropping. Okay, ES basically did, I'll end up seeing if it ends up giving us like a better entry than NQ. But it is not really displacing below that little swing low. No displacement. So, nope, nothing yet. I wanted to see, I had this in, right? And didn't make a higher high here. I wanted to see like a displacement here. And for the brave people, some brave people are definitely shorting NQ right now. Just inverted. You have a little order block. You technically 1, 2, no, now it just made this like, there's no fair value gap here actually. No. Okay, so let's see what ends up happening here. I would like, you know, even like this low to break and have like a breaker and fair value gap. That would be nice. I swear I'm getting punked by trading. It's like not fun. Okay, watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Anyone know that song? It's like from the Geico commercial like 10 years ago. It's also like a very old song from the 80s. I think Michael Jackson was featured on it. So we just had a 950 to 1010 deliver here. Interesting. Right? Now let's see lower. Be nice. Gonna stretch. I wanted this to break with a fair value gap. That would be my preferred. Or ES, whatever. Whoever wants to do it, do it. But nothing yet. Yeah. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I have no privacy. Oh, oh, oh. Well, Nada. Happy I'm not really in it. It's taking its sweet time. I always feel somebody's watching me. Maybe something like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And technically there is an entry on the 30-second, but I'm fine with the 1 minute. I don't really want to do the, how would you say, like the SMR entries, like the low risk style entries. Oh, nice. Lots of people already commenting on my little payout video. Nice. Bye. You got voice. Sing another. No, I don't really have. That's funny though. Thank you though. I appreciate it. If someone's saying buy, why would you buy though? Who? I'm just thinking like, who is buying this? Right? We just had this huge like run up, and then like now we just had to move down. I'm just like trying to think of like who is buying this. You know, I think like I don't know. I don't have much to say, but I'm not buying. See, it drops. So far, it is starting to follow bearish order flow. Just starting on the 30-second. I'm not a 30-second kind of gal, really. So I wanted to like break this low for more confirmation. This is like a low risk sell, but those are less, how would you say? Lower win rate, higher RR. Not really the biggest fan of those types of things unless it's like a very obvious point of interest, right? Like really kind of in Chop City, look at ES, it's like straight up barcode ES. That's NQ. ES barcode YM, just been barcoding here on the 5. ES just on the 1. It's holding up, right? It's not breaking any low, so at the very least, I'll have stayed safe if I'm wrong, but you know, what's DXY really doing? I mean, it's just like staying above this CE. Like it is bullish on the higher time frame. On these like lower time frames, it's not really doing much. Kind of like everything else. I'm just thinking about like what like big players, like are they buying this? They were buying yesterday's hitting that weekly low yesterday for sure. I was watching that reaction on like a small second chart. I mean, on the 1 minute, it was when it hit that, it was just like floop, and it was a quick reaction there. I mean, so far, really, not much movement. We're in a range of about total range of about 75 points, right? For NQ, but like that range was pretty much established in the first 5 minutes, no, 10 minutes, and we haven't broken out of that opening range that some people like to play, right? The first 15 minutes. We haven't really, we're still in that range. Alright, now we are going higher right now. So yes, broke that little local high. Right, it was reaching into this inversion. Alright, so now this is like pointless, this 15-minute wick, buy side. See if it ends up hitting this high of day. Yeah, ES just hit the high of day. We just hit that high of day. Okay, cool. So, stayed safe because my model just didn't show up. So that's good. And I actually made money shorting. Not bad. Could go into the daily vid. It's in this, like, hitting these order blocks. We'll see what ends up happening. Still don't really have, I don't have any kind of FOMO, honestly. It's not like it, not really anything. Watching this on the 15. Really on the 5, there hasn't even been, there was like displacement at open, right? And then it was inverted. There are only bullish displacements now. So, okay. We'll see. It's after 10. Wonder if the Captain Bactus might play out. I don't know, we'll see. But I really don't have like high expectations for how much this can go up. You know, I could be wrong, but really much for me. Got him small win there. Glad what ended up happening, you guys? DXY dropping harshly? I think harshly is like a strong word, but it is like breaking like a 5-minute low just now. I'll look a little bit at ES. Mm-hmm. So, what do we have so far? London just expanded. And then New York. Trace, like, this is basically retracement, right? And now, continuing. Alright, let's see, what are we high? We're up 0.87, and ES is up 0.67%. I think yesterday, what was it? It ended up like being down total of like 2%. But not at the end of the day, right? The lowest. Nvidia is up 2.7%, and Meta is up now 2%. So that's pretty much sending up NQ here. Apple's actually down on the day. Interesting. Everything else is kind of flattish. That Nvidia AI, man, really. I think that it has like the infrastructure basically for all the AI. That's why it's like so powerful. Okay. See the 15 right now. Oh no, I'm not really impressed honestly, so. I'm just looking at ES to see like any type of ED raise it could hit for bearishness. Okay, this is the daily bid for NQ. What ended up happening yesterday? Where did we close? Yeah, we inverted this. It's reaching all the way back up into here. That's like the move down, like the whole move down. Like, what's that like? Okay. We're about 50%. We're covering 50% of that. How do I put up that alt stocks? I go on, it's just finviz.com. And then I click like the heat map or whatever, like you'll see when you're at the homepage. So we're still in an inside day. It probably will end up being an inside day, right? What was yesterday's range? The high is 963 and the low is 676, right? So almost 300-point range. Therefore, I'm not like particularly bullish, really. Still, I don't know. Like, what is that heat map? It's like Nvidia and Meta, they're already up 3%. ES, just watching ES a little bit. Trying to find any kind of like bearish point of interest. ES is up 0.74%, NASDAQ is up 0.92%. It's hitting like the, okay, so let's see, it's like kind of like the body of the data highs. The CPI. not really much for me to do at the moment. So far, scalped short at the open. See? Do I trade NAS or SPX? It depends. I look at both, but mostly NAS. I do look at ES. I do trade ES sometimes, though. Ba-da-da-da. 'Fed speaker triggered that? Really? They didn't even say that anyone's talking. $9:30, someone was speaking. When was this? This was at 10:15? No, I don't see anyone. So someone just, decided to start talking. Interesting. It's like a 5-minute fair value gap here. Yeah, this hourly candle ends up happening. I mean, we want to see maybe a failed bull flag. We'll have to see. So far, it is continuing from London higher. DXY is just steadily dropping. It doesn't really have such a great structure within it, It isn't making lower highs and lower lows, but overall, what I'm saying, no displacements. It's just sort of consolidating still. I'm gonna put a alert at this 15-minute low from London on DXY. Hourly low. so far. Like, interesting. Okay, let's see what happens here in Q. I think this could be a decent area to short because DXY is like bouncing on a hourly order block in fair value gap. So we hit this little daily vid low. I mean, it depends if we make a displacement or not, right? What's been good is at least, like, not gotten into any trades because of the lack of displacement. So it's been a good filter for lack of a close below. Yeah. Can't see anything. No. Maybe the tiniest value. Yes. Nothing right now. It's 10:35. So we'll see. Lack of displacement again. And here in the 2-minute, maybe I'll do a 2-minute short. I'll see. A 3-minute. Just 1 more minute until this is finished. We'll see on the 3-minute one then. Have my thing ready. We'll see. What time is it? 10:38. Okay. just wondering, like, if it's gonna even come back here. It probably will. And there's like lack of displacements here, so I'm thinking it will come back here. Rather of thinking, I don't think the stop is safe here for sure. Anyway, we'll see. 3-minute fair value. Oh, it's just leaving without me. It's okay. He is correct. So the failed bull flag so far is pretty nice. Possible bounce area here. You have 2 fair value gaps here on the 3. Well, I'm gonna wait for this 3-minute to finish. It's leaving without me. Oh well. I'm gonna wait. It's the potential bounce. If I don't get it filled, it's fine. Well, it's the high here. 16.5. I'm just flipping through these to see if, like, I should. No, I'm gonna keep it here. Is this high here? 16.5. Alright. Put my fill there. I should have 5 of them. Okay, let's try this short. If it fills me or not, we'll find out. I do like that, like, let me see. Sort of, yeah, violating this. Not really, but. Yeah, I'll try the short when it comes back up here. I feel like what was it? It's not bad. Stop, it's at this here. 37.25. The only thing is, like, I don't know how much is actually going to expand lower. But, I mean, it's sort of stacked up these higher lows, so we'll see. Especially, like, I thought it was going to go to London. We'll see what happens. Will Tanya get filled or not? We'll find out. Tapped into this tiny 2-minute one. The thing is, I don't think it's just gonna. Oh, well, maybe it is just gonna run, right? Because it's all these longs are trapped. Let's see, I thought it was gonna give me. It missed me by like 5 points. It's fine. Just keep watching. Maybe another entry will provide itself. It literally still come back up here into this 5-minute one. So just like there was no 1-minute fair value gaps anywhere, right? It's like a little order block, this, that. Now we inverted the lowest one possible. We'll see here what ends up happening. Pretty much called the fake bull flag and the XY bouncing on the 1 hour fair value gap in order block. I think I can still go lower for sure. Just gotta be patient. Or just let it miss me, it's fine. You know, or I can find like a second distribution. It's fine. Bum 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 bum. Mm-hmm. 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 We'll have to wait. Not the easiest, for sure. I'm thinking maybe it comes back into here. I watch this on the one. I am gonna try that. There I am in that short. Right, where's my stop? Should be. Okay. A little higher. Just thinking about like, I made 2. Shouldn't come back all the way up here. 23. Okay. It's tapping that little order block there. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna hold for like more lows. We'll see. It is like it's a 3R to here. Interesting. 2.3. I just want to make sure my stop is not too tight, right? Okay. Well, it can come back into here. We'll see. Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think it should, like, the reason why I'm gonna stop is here is because, like, this is now a balanced price range. Put it, like, at the bottom of this conversion. We'll find out. I have 5 micros. Right, it's rejecting from this order block in 1 minute for value gap. Let's see it close below these lows. That would be nice. All these lows here. It would be nice to see a large displacement below them. Right, all these like longs trapped, essentially. YM is leading the group lower. We'll see. About, what time is it? 10:50 right now? What's this low here? 88.25, and this low, 83.75. Okay, that's actually good. It didn't tap this low. Like generating another equal low. Alright, so I'm risking 22 to make 52. Not bad. Okay, that's a nice displacement below these lows. A nice fast move. Honestly, though, I want it to close below them. Faster. So it does look like longs are trapped. So low of day, please. I mean, I'm not gonna go for low of day. I'm gonna go for the semi-low of day. I can definitely go for London lows and lower. I'm taking my I'm gonna take my position off there. Right, we have until like 11, 11:10. So far I've been in the trade since 10:46. Been in the trade for 5 minutes. Typically my trades are like 10 minutes or more, especially the winning ones. So so far so good. I am thinking about reducing my stop though, because now we're doing a 2 minute. We close below. I'll move it down to like here. 13-point stop now. Yeah. So the stop will be at 15, 13-point stop. Okay, it came back into this little tiny fair value gap here, so it looks good. I don't really want it to invert this. Tanya, take a partial. No, I'm okay. Because YM is really like leaking lower. That's why it's going higher. You know, all looks pretty good for lower. Like 5 more minutes that I would like, and then I'll consider whatever I want to consider. I don't know. I don't really want it to invert this. Then I'll be like, annoyed. So let's wick this. Nice. The reason why is like, when it's like a fair value gap right above taking some liquidity and then it gets inverted, it's like, oh, I'm gonna like, then it's a possible, like, you know, reversal type of thing, but it did not invert it, so that looks good. When was this? 46. Been in the trade for about 8 minutes. So, you know, looks good. It's respecting bearish BDRAs. Got in at a pretty good area, right? See, like you don't have to feel FOMO or, you know, short down here and whatever. So, yeah, let's see fast. Yeah, all the longs are trapped. YM is about to hit new low of day. Mm-hmm. 46. I'll wait like 2 more minutes and I'll think about the partial. So far I caught 25 points. So this would be nice to have the second win of the day, the second short, avoiding the chop. Would be nice. So now it's closing below here, right? When this candle closes below this, I will move my stop to break even and I will take a partial. Now, 18 more seconds until this candle finishes. And also, it's like 1 more minute until I've been in the trade for about 10 minutes. Okay, it did close below it. So, partial time. Buy the bid. Buy the bid. Alright. I will put my stop now to... Where's my break even? Here. 96. Yeah, shouldn't really come back above this high. So, took my partials. Let's just watch it deliver now. We have until like 11, 10. I honestly don't really want it to take that long, though. Like, it shouldn't take another 15 minutes. It should take like another 5 minutes or so. So, we'll see. YM is not at the low day yet, but it will be soon. The XY is kind of going lower now. I don't know why. So, not the best. But, you know, that's not going to really phase me too much now. Alright. Here we go. Almost at the target. Ooh, chat's going crazy. Hit that like button, you guys. I'm doing good, right? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained by this? Like, come on. Calling price like a boss. 53. Yeah, I'll put my... Called when traps were long. Were trapped. When longs were trapped. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Here you go. We're done. I'm taking that off. For the win. Good enough for Jazz. Secured 2 wins through the day. The reason why is I'm like, I took out like most of it. I'm fine. I don't really want to wait. There we go. Another win on the day. 2 wins. What can I say? GG. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bam, wham, bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Right? Outlined it. And it should deliver. I just don't want to. Honestly, I don't feel like waiting no more. It's been 10 minutes. And it's good enough for jazz, as I like to say. Here we go. High five. W. I'm sorry, ICT doesn't work. Fan funding. Price currently out of daily void. Yeah, Jones. Woo! Here we go. That low hit. Perfect. Perfectly called. Can't ask for much better. Right? Random. What pair is it? NQ you can see on the bottom. So random. Now we're going for the lows. Amazing. Beautiful. It's a beautiful. Alright, even with just 5 micros, you guys, I'm up $550 on the day. What can you do? What can you say? I'm up $550 on the day. Ooh. Boom. Look at that. London lows were hit right there. Right by 11. That's random. Random. But I'm happy with my low-hanging fruit. But yeah, random. That's so random. What was my fill was like up here. Stop was like there. And I got out around here-ish. So very good. Very good. Price just died. Legit called. Failed bull flag, the shift. Got in at like second distribution. This was actually the real second distribution. Really nice, clean. Actually here too. So yeah, really nice. Boom. Price is dying. How nice is that? Yeah. What made me take short? I mean, you can rewatch the whole video, I think, right? I think I explained the whole process, right? From start to finish. Oh, now we chill. That was epic. Nicely called. Why did you long this, Adam? You said, Tanya, have you recognized accumulation distribution as a break, just a break and retest? You longed it. Now, sometimes you can tell when certain things won't hold. And I recognized it here, legit shorted this. Bam, London lows were hit very nicely, and here's the RTH gap. I got out around here. Happy. But bam, nice to see 40 points lower would have worked. So this is where you journal. So, but like I said, took my partials here, and then that, then I ended up getting stop break even here. You know, probably could have waited 1 more minute. It's fine though. 1 more minute would have given me like another 4 points, though on 3 micros. 5 times 15 times 2. Another $60. It's not like, but I mean, when you size up though, it's going to be a big difference, right? But had I gone for the London lows, it would have been another like 20 points. So this is a interesting thing. I did know I was going to go for this for sure, like, but I took this off. But the reason why is there's just so many like higher lows that generated liquidity, right? There was no, even this is not really much of a liquidity sweep, but like you see all these failure swings. So yeah, I mean, pretty much called that fake bull flag. This is very similar to a video I put out for on my channel that said like the trade that ICT that got me a shout out from ICT. So if you want, you could study that as well. That's where I literally clipped pretty much the same exact trade, except for that trade there was a cleaner break of a low with a fair value gap like up here. For this one, it was down here, but like you can recognize the balanced price range, meaning painted both on the upside and the downside pretty steadily, right? There were no displacements. So the painting, the role of paint. And so I'm always thinking about that. Amazing. Muy bien, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you. The short was classic 2022 mentorship model. Yeah. Like, that's why I was like looking at yes also, because I was thinking maybe that was going to be point of interest. NQ gave a very nice point of interest, a daily vib, as well as like legit like just rejection block here, right? So someone keeps saying it's a buy. Good luck. Good luck. What is the rule of paint? Think of price as a paint roller. When it wicks up there, it means it offered the buy side within the sell side candle. Offered this buy side went lower. Therefore, it doesn't really have to come back all the way up here, right? You see if that, like, yeah, on that 3 minute, it would never have gotten filled here because price is already balanced. Balanced price ranges, though, that is a little bit more advanced. And that's how I trail my stops. When price breaks below a low. So, like, literally could have, I'll put in, like, the highest high within, like, a fair value gap, right? Then I'll bring my stop lower. Let's call, yeah, it's a done deal. It's a done day. I mean, you guys can check out my new video I put out, the withdrawal process for my funded futures, in case you're interested on how that works, because some people were like, can you show the withdrawal process? I want to make sure it's legit and everything. It's the fastest freaking withdrawal I've gotten. It's lit. It got approved like within an hour, and then they sent it to my Rise like in less than 2 hours. Oh yeah, so really nice 2 W's on stream, and we'll be back here at 9:15. Check out if you're interested in just more about this specific setup, like watch my video. It's like the trade that got me a shout out from ICT. It's very similar to that, and yeah, I mean, see you guys next time. Oh yeah, I think there's a Valentine's Day sale for my funded futures. They're doing the static discount for 30% off. You use code Tanya Trades, you'll get 30% off, and they're only going to have it up. Some people have been like asking for it back because they introduced it like a month ago and they took it out. So I'm just letting you guys know because there has been questions about that, but it's only back until like tomorrow 11:59, the static. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. But otherwise, it's 11 a.m. We secured that silver bullet short perfect, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Yes, I got funded the same day. You can get funded the same day for my funded futures. It's just like literally like 1 day pass on all of their stuff, which is lit. Can't find the space where the coupon for discount should be entered. It's in the checkout. If you have any questions, like their Discord, click on the link in the pinned chat or the description. And on their website, they have their Discord. They have really good customer service there. So I'm not real customer service, honestly. I just want to let you guys know. Daily VIP on a higher chart daily. It's on a daily. It's where there was no candle body within here. So I marked out the low and the high. We peeked into it. And we rejected right there. There you go. Have a nice rest of the day, everyone. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Yeah, I do free live streams always, every day, mostly every day at 9:15.